week number 9, I was moving, I was grooving. It was a change of direction day, and I got that strength. I went 515 pounds on the trap bar deadlift. I went 105 on the dumbbells. Let's go! All right, Pep Nation, I'm fired up. We got after it today. We started off on the ground with some foam rolling to really help with our performance in today's session. Once finished, we started off on the turf with some dynamic exercises for 20 yards each to help increase range of motion and prepare the body for battle. The first exercise is the lunge with a T-spine mobility and hamstring kick, which targets the hip flexor and hamstring area. Next is the cross-body pull to Superman, which works on single leg balance and stability, along with hamstring mobility. Then we did our side-to-side lunge with rotation, which works on our deep groin muscles. Followed by the single leg squat and reach, which targets the piriformis and glute area. Followed by a calf heel walks to activate and prime the calves to be explosive. Then we went straight into our ballistic hip hinge, which targets the hamstrings. Then we rocked into our calf heel rolls times 10 reps, which stretches out the hamstrings and mobilizes the hip and ankle joint while stabilizing the shoulders. After, we went onto the hill and did our hill heels, working on quick ground contact while strengthening and activating the calf complex, times 2 sets. Then we went into a new exercise called the wall glute knee drive. Notice how slow and methodical I am, as we do not want to break at the hips or use the low back. Instead, we want to activate the hip flexors and glute muscles to drive the movement. Maintain a strong, rigid core while completing 10 repetitions per side. Followed by lateral band monster walks to stimulate and fire up the glutes. Make sure to keep tension on the bands by pushing your knees outwards while also keeping your feet straight. Also, maintain your feet shoulder width apart to keep a good solid athletic position. 10 yards both ways. And finally, we finished the warm-up with monster band walks with the band on the feet for added glute med and glute max activation. 10 yards per side.
So after the dynamic warm-up, just to make sure that we got loose, get moving, we went straight into our ladder mechanics. Now the point of this is neuromuscular activation. The point of the whole workout today is quick feet. So we're trying to get those quick feet primed and ready. So we started off with just the basics: dead leg run, single step through, double step through that you guys are seeing, and then also the icky shuffle. Finally finished off with some quick hands, moving into our plyometric drills. So our plyometrics, we changed them up a little bit from last week. We're still doing that single leg double hop into that power skip off one leg. However, this time we're landing on 2 because we're doing a little bit of overspeed training with the assistance from the band. The whole point of that is just to get you used to decelerating something that's a little bit more than what your own body can produce, because in terms of sport specificity, that's what we do on the field, on the court, wherever we are. We're always trying to decelerate through different types of forces, not just what you can produce. So our lateral plyometric drill here was, again, very simple and very similar to last week. We did the lateral mini hop into a quick, again, thinking that the floor is larvae, trying to move off it trying to get that ground reaction force and quicken that ground contact time with the opposite foot, trying to do that lateral bound. Now, to make this a little bit more difficult in terms of the deceleration component of this drill, we added a medicine ball so that you can change your center of mass as you're moving through the air, so that your foot have to dynamically react, stabilize, stop you, and then you can go into the next rep. And our last plyometric drill here was a depth jump. You've seen this on the horizontal power production day, just those lateral and horizontal hops over the mini hurdles. We moved that into a little bit quicker. We're thinking less force and power, trying to be a little bit quicker through those feet. So it was a depth jump into 3 mini hurdle hops into that box jump. Again, as soon as you land in, you're trying to get that quick ground contact time, use the stretch shortening cycle well, and get over the hurdle as quick as possible. Our change of direction drill today used a little bit of the plyo-agility concept. So we're trying to do an agility exercise or a change of direction exercise and then move that into a plyometric drill. So for today, it was the lateral shuffle through the ladder, and as soon as you're out of the ladder, straight into a broad jump. Again, as soon as you're out of the ladder, we're trying to think quick ground contact time, quick feet, maximize that broad jump at the end there. Finally, our agility drill. So it's just a mini hurdle step over. You're thinking it's 1, 2, 3 feet on either side, and then you're moving yourself over to the other side of the hurdle, and you're just going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Anywhere between 1 and 10 seconds, depending on who your partner is, if you've got one. If not, you can just go for a predetermined amount of time. Then you're gonna go ahead and sprint 5 yards to a cone and just change either left or right, again, based on a call, or if you don't have someone to call for you, you can do that as a predetermined thing. And then you just change the direction very quickly, quick shuffle into a sprint for the final 5 yards. Okay guys, and on to our strength complex. Now the way that you guys wanna think about strength work within this program is it's accentuating all of the power development, all of the speed, because the stronger we are, the bigger that bucket and ability to improve in terms of filling it with our power exercises and our speed. And we want to make sure that that force development is always high. So with that in mind, we went with the trap bar deadlift. We've changed it up a little bit from the rear foot elevated split squat last week because we did our split squat at the start of this week. So we went trap bar deadlift and then we supersetted that with heavy dumbbell bench press. The reason we've got with the dumbbells is just for that stabilization component of using dumbbells versus a barbell. After that, we went into our dumbbell split stance RDL. Now, I really like this movement because it teaches one hip at a time what true hip extension is all the way through that posterior chain. And we supersetted that with our chin-ups. Again, weighted, you're trying to work on a little bit of an eccentric, so think 3 seconds on the way down, pull yourself up. It's 5 reps on every single exercise today. We're gonna keep it at 5 the whole time, just purely because of the fact that we're doing a lot of work in a short amount of time. You wanna make sure that you're trying to maximize those gains. That was the workout for today. Well done on completing it and getting so far into this program. We've still got a grind ahead of us, so let's keep going, let's keep moving. If you guys need a deload, it is coming up in a couple of weeks, so just keep pushing through. We're gonna get through that deload and then we're really gonna finish off this program strong. Let's get it, guys.
So if you thought that video was hot fire and want to get a better understanding of the methodology and philosophy and get a comprehensive breakdown of each and every exercise, check out my Sports Performance Training Program, Volume 1 and Volume 2, and our Speed and Agility Accelerator in the links below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to take your game to the next level. I'll see you guys soon.